Well, the Mavs escape with one tonight, 109 to 108. And I don't want to waste any time. I got Carolina here. I'm going to go ahead and bring her in now. Let's just get this out of the way now. Hold on one second. What's up, Carolina?
Well, we meet again.
No doubt. Well, hold on. Under different
I was talk-
circumstances, too.
I was talking all that mess last week for no reason. I thought Spurs were gonna come back. I thought Spurs were gonna take this win, and they just blew it. They blew a 10-point lead. Everything seemed to fall apart middle of the third, late fourth quarter, and I have nothing to say except for I'm hurt. I'm disappointed. Spurs are now 2-6, 0-2 against the Mavs. Probably gonna be 0-3 for their final game, the way it's looking like. And I have to say, I apologize for all the mess I was talking last week. You didn't deserve that. You didn't deserve for me to disrespect you and your team and all that the way that I did.
Well, first off, let me say you don't owe any apologies because this team here almost blew the game itself. Okay, number one, and number two, I saw this week you were getting tattoos and stuff, of and making promises and things like that. So there's still that if we win this thing, you're gonna have to come down here to D-Town. Uh, Most likely for that last game of the season, we're gonna have to see you in the AAC or at least in the studio.
I at least have to make it to the AAC
Yes.
minimum. I gotta make the trip out. If I'm not broke from getting tatted all over my body, I'll have to make the trip out there. And yeah, I've been just healing from my tattoo, and healing from a broken heart. I'm really heartbroken about the way the game went about. There's no reason why the Spurs should let Brunson drop 31 points. But Brunson played a great job today against the Spurs, except for the last possession or the last free throw when he did hit the rim, when it counted the most. But
Right.
still, that drawing play from Greg Popovich, Keldon Johnson tried to throw it to DeJounte Murray on a Hail Mary pass. Just, it didn't look good at all. And this Spurs team is not the team that it used to be. And that's just what
No,
it is.
well, I don't know if I want to go that far on you guys. As far as that, but I don't know if I want to go that far. I mean, you guys, listen. We
Don't
almost
try to
threw
cheer me up. Don't try to cheer
we
me up.
we almost threw this game away too. I just want to let you know that, okay?
So where do you think the pressure? Where do you guys think you guys went wrong?
Carolina, it's a bad roster. Um, this roster isn't good for the Dallas Mavericks. I mean, Luca, look at this. Our guy off the bench had to put up 30. Hold on, let me get the exact figure here. He had to put up 31 points for us to win tonight. Okay, Luca put up 23 and Tim Hardaway Jr. put up 23. That's it. Everybody. Oh,
Mm.
Boban put up 17 too. But
They
that's
didn't
it.
play too bad.
No, that's three guys in double figures. That's not good.
It's not gonna
Luckily,
cut
you
it.
guys are no. Luckily, you guys are just off tonight.
Yeah, I just don't know what to say other than it's just disappointment after disappointment with the Spurs, and I don't. And it's always a close game. They always seem to close up any lead that they have in the fourth quarter, and then they end up losing by very few points. It's really frustrating because it's not like they lose by a huge margin or lose by or win by a huge margin. It's always like very very close, which gives me a lot of hope. Like you said, we should have a lot of hope, but it gives me a lot of hope because they're a young team. They're not seasoned. They got a long way to go. And that's the part that it keeps me hopeful about our team, the Spurs. But I got to admit, the Mavericks are the better team right now. And that is something that a lot of, Texas, we don't like to admit when we're wrong. But I have to say, the Mavericks look like a better team than the Spurs, even though the Mavericks didn't play to your caliber level because you have high expectations for your team. You have very high
uh
expectations, but they still pulled off the win. Now they look bad against the Heat. I saw that debate that you guys had
oh
said
my god.
last
Oh
day.
my
But the
god.
Heat, but that's not even that bad. The Heat are the number one team in the Eastern Conference right now. So I mean, y'all losing to the Mavs is
They
not.
had
I mean,
three.
y'all losing to
They,
the Heat is not a big deal.
they had three players. I'm sorry. Four of the five of their starting five was in double figures. How do you win a game like that? How do you
Uh-huh.
win like that? Luka played decoy the whole stretch at the end. I don't know why he looks so slow this year, but it's the same thing every year. Brunson was incredible, and the fourth kid asking for him to miss free throw was baffling. I'm not a fan of kid coach era at all thus far. This team is a mess. Okay.
Well, you
Also,
should see what the you should see. Hold on, let me comment on this little Facebook or the Facebook user. I don't know his name, but let me just say something in regards to Kid. I know y'all not a fan of him, but
no,
people
speak
spur.
for yourself. I am
Okay,
big
okay, so
fan.
you're a fan. Okay, yeah, because I was saying the consensus that I see here in San Antonio is they think Coach Kid is a better coach right now than Coach Pop.
Oh, whoa,
Because that's
really?
what everybody is saying that right now. Even though Pop
Insane.
has the credentials to back it up, they're criticizing Greg Popovich for how he's coaching the new team.
That's my buddy
That they
Shane who said that. That's Shane who said that.
Hi Shane, good comment.
Well,
So yeah, I mean,
that's a really
what do
weird
you?
move. That's a really weird move they're going with right there, thinking that Jason Kidd is better than Pop. That's a weird
I
move
I
San
I,
Antonio's going.
I agree too, but I don't know if he was. I think it's not. So I don't think he was out coached. I think the talent on the Mavs is better than the talent on the Spurs. At least that's what we're looking at with the how the games ended the past two games. So I don't necessarily think with the Spurs is a coaching problem, more so of a talent problem. And I think that's kind of where we're at when it comes to San Antonio Spurs. I don't really want to put this all on Coach Pop.
Okay. Actually, you have the more talented team. You do. Um, you guys have good young guys over there. I remember I wanted Devin Vassell in that draft. That was when we were in the pandemic.
Yeah.
I wanted him on the Mavs so bad because
But
I liked his 3-point shooting in college.
y'all have Luka Doncic though. Like I
Oh
feel like
God.
he kind
Oh
of just
God.
like he's the guy that everybody loves. Y'all have
He
him. I
he
mean,
is he. Are you being sarcastic right now? I feel like I'm sensing sarcasm coming here with the whole Luca angle you're doing right here. I'm just sensing a little sarcasm right here.
even though today wasn't probably like the best according I mean from what I was seeing, they were criticizing how he played as well today. They said he didn't really do, a good of a job as he normally does. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, Luca's gonna Luca. I mean, last night he gave us what 30 something points, and this is off of back to back. The kid has to do so much. I feel so sorry for the kid. I'm actually about to go here with this, okay? Because usually I'm usually in EA. If he's watching, he's gonna say something here.
Uh-huh.
But if the Mavericks would have lost this game, I would have placed this at the feet of Kristaps Porzingis. This loss
Uh-huh.
if they would have lost because this whole not playing thing it's getting a little ridiculous now. I mean, you've missed 5 games to a back situation. We can't have that. We can't have that.
Uh-huh.
But all night I've been getting messages from people about what's wrong with the Mavs, and the thing is, it's just a bad roster, guys. This roster ain't going nowhere. They're not beating anybody. They're not going to do anything unless the Mavericks make a trade. Even though my broadcast partner Kevin Gray has the Mavs at 50 wins, and I'm trying to talk him into reality of seeing if this team is a 40 or 45 win team, and he won't come off of it. But this is just not a good roster. They're not going to
I
do anything.
So I think the issues that you probably might have seen tonight was their 3-point percentage. They were 23% from the 3-point line.
Ugh,
So from the three, they weren't that great.
ugh.
Spurs were 33%, which is a little bit. I mean, that's kind of average for them. They've had better days. Like a few days ago, they had better days than that. But also another thing is turnovers. They had 19 turnovers. The Mavs did. So I think turnovers were a big issue for the Mavs too. So if you're criticizing them on things, I would say it's how they shot from the 3-point line and how many turnovers they committed throughout the game. So that's what I
I,
would give to the Mavs.
I got news for you, Carolina. That's all we shoot is threes. We take no other shots but threes, and it frustrates the hell out of me. I mean, every shot that's put up is a three. It irks me. Even when it's not falling, they just keep shooting. And don't even
Mm-hmm.
start on Tim Hard three to Hardaway, as I like to call him. Three to Hardaway when he's on. Three to Hardaway is going. But just before this game,
Inconsistency.
Mavs were ranked 26 in 3-point percentage. Can't shoot.
Well,
My point is that
shouldn't it tell you a lot? Shouldn't it tell you a lot that you guys weren't at your best and y'all still beat the Spurs? Shouldn't that tell you about how the Spurs are playing right now?
Carolina, I don't do consolation prizes. I don't do second place. All I know is dubs. Dubs in first place. That's all I know about. I don't give consolation prizes. I don't do any of that. Okay. When you only come to Dub City with a dub and how you perform, you get the special when you come to Dub City based off how you perform. That's it. Not you had a good game and you almost. We don't do almost in Dub City. I need straight dubs. That's it. Luckily they got me a dub tonight. But boy, if they would have lost this game, woo, I'd have been in
you
on
would have a you
Porzingis
would,
and I would have been on Mark Cuban head tonight. I still should be on Cuban's head.
you should always be on Cuba's head. He blocked you, didn't he?
We're good now. We're good now. We're
You
good now.
guys are
But I,
you guys are friends now. But at one
we
point,
couldn't. Yeah, at one point we weren't the best of career. Our pilot's gonna be working on getting blocked again tonight because we got to do something with this roster. We got to do something with this roster.
you're on his naughty list. You can't get reblocked. What happens if you get reblocked? Then what?
I listen.
You're an
if
advocate for the people.
I am, but if it's to invoke change within the organization, then I'm okay with getting blocked. If I have to die on the block sword to get a better product for the Dallas Mavericks, then I'll do that. Okay, I'm willing to do that because this here ain't gonna cut it. Saturday I got to be back at the AAC to watch them take on Boston and watch Boston shoot us out the gym. That's pretty much what I got right now.
I think you have a good time. You at least get to eat some food, some free food. You
Well,
have a little good time with
well,
all that.
we
But
party hard up in Dub City. We got Antovach 10 running up and through there. If he's not up there in Dub City with us, he's down at the Jack Daniels Club having a real good time. They know how to party down there in that Jack Daniels Club.
Sounds like that sounds about Tovash to me. That's what that sounds like. I feel like I just really honestly like y'all are the better team, even though you don't think so. 0-2 against the Mavs, even though the Mavs played a terrible game. It just says a lot about the team that we have right now for the Spurs. And I think, like you said, they have a lot of young talent. They're developing right now. And I keep telling myself in the back of my mind, this is a rebuild. This is a rebuild. This is a rebuild. So I can't be too upset with them and I can't be too mad because I know deep down the Spurs are in a rebuild phase. And I think what Pop is doing is not bad coaching. I think Pop is just trying to develop his players. And you have to give them these tough shots, like that pass from Keldon Johnson to DeJounte Murray. It made me just I literally looked at my TV and I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me right now?
Don't worry about it. I was the same way like that tonight with some of our stuff.
Yeah, but it's development. It's just development. He's trying to develop these young players into these critical situations. They're not used to these situations like that. Now, if this would have been like the old Spurs, I'm sure they would have, did something, incredible. But the new Spurs, they're going through their growing pains, and that's just what it is. And that's what I keep telling myself.
You see the difference between my roster and your roster? I see a light at the end of the tunnel with your roster, okay? I don't see any light in the tunnel with mine, okay? I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of Dwight Powell, who a guy last night helped me understand why he's starting. He is getting paid, and I hate to do this because I really hate counting chips. I am the last guy to get in somebody's pockets. But when he's giving me he's got a 3 for 33 right now, which is why he's starting right now. And I gotta find a way to unload that contract. And if Kristaps Porzingis is gonna keep sitting on the bench, I need to find a way to unload that contract. I need to get rid of Dorian Finney-Smith. Nobody wants these guys though. Nobody wants them. We tried to give them to Toronto. Toronto said no, you can keep those guys. We don't want them.
Okay, so I'm trying to navigate your emotions and help you, kind of like a therapy session. So what you're saying is you see the promise with the Spurs because they're young and they can be developed and they're currently being developed, but you see the Mavericks as a sinking ship and nobody wants
I see the Mavericks doing this. Okay, we're doing this. We're not. Your team is doing this at least. My team is just doing this. My team is just doing this. Okay, that's it.
Okay, so they're not going anywhere. They're kind of stagnant, is what you're saying.
No, this is the same roster of players that we had since the bubble. Since the bubble, Dwight Powell, Dorian Finney-Smith, Boban, Kristaps Porzingis. Only people we don't have is Seth Curry, Josh Richardson, and I feel like I'm missing somebody else. I think that's about it.
Everybody else haven't been moving important pieces around.
No,
to make a
no,
championship team. Okay, got
no,
it. Okay, so
no.
that's your issue with them then. They're stagnant. They're not doing anything to change or develop into a championship team.
We're
Yeah.
right here, Carolina. We're right here, Carolina. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
We're just doing
Yeah.
this. Your team is at least doing this.
Uh-huh.
My team's just right here. And we're content with that. We're content with that.
I
And I'm not happy about it.
I can see that. I can see the unhappiness with that because you know that they're not going to be a championship team if they keep doing that.
Yeah, they're not gonna do it. They're not. Where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? Nowhere. Nowhere.
Right. Right.
Nowhere.
Right. Oh
Nowhere at
my
all.
God. Bless your heart. Now I see where the upsetness is coming from. Because at
Oh
first I was
my.
like, y'all still won. So who
Look at this.
cares?
Look at this. Please get rid of Powell. No need to keep a player that just keeps the organ just because the organization and players like him. Yeah, he's a good guy. We love him. You know what? I wasn't gonna do this, but I talked about this last night. Chuck Cooperstein, my guy who I have a lot of respect for, and Skinway argued me and Mike Bassick down one day that the White Powell was not better than Julius Randle. And then when Julius Randle blew up, both of them looked me in my face and said, "Well, we didn't think he was going to be this." What?
Your point exactly. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So a lot of people have had to apologize to you, is what you're telling me throughout this whole entire thing.
They don't do that. They don't do that here in
They
detail.
don't do that. Oh, okay, they don't. Well, they don't do that in San Antonio either. I think
No, well,
it's
it's a Texas thing. It's a Texas thing, man. It's a
it's a
Texas thing.
Texas thing. They don't like to apologize. They want to be right until the wheels fall off, even if they're wrong. That's just kind of how it is. Well, I'm sorry you
You
had
know,
to deal with that.
well, I had to keep explaining to Mavs fans who keep messaging me, and I love the messages. Don't get me wrong. About what can we do with the Porzingis situation? I keep telling them, guys, we're just gonna have to eat the contract. You're just gonna have to ride it out. Nobody wants him. Okay, only people who will probably take him right now is maybe Houston, uh, maybe San Antonio. Maybe you guys might look, but it looks like you
No,
guys don't want. Yeah, you guys don't want him. So you said no, so we'll rule them out. Orlando, or worst come to worst, we can call up Oklahoma and get one of those thousands of draft picks that they got over there stashed away. That's it. That's all I got right now. And if I had to go with one of those deals, I would take the Oklahoma City Thunder deal with the draft picks coming back. That's it. I don't want
and
any players back. I just want draft picks.
that's your ideal situation.
Right. Oh, okay. Here's another one. Ben Simmons. You know what? At this point, I'll take him. I'll take him at this point. I'll take him at this point. I will take him. I'll take him. We can get the ball out of Luka's hands. Luka won't have to do so much. I'm there for it.
I think yeah, that would be great. I think like because they always say Ben Simmons to the Spurs. I just don't see it, but I think he would. That he would be good to the Mavs. It would give them movement like you need for your team. It would give them that
Listen,
upward mobility.
listen, Carolina. What was that? I want to say it was maybe Luka's second year when everybody was all gushy eyed over these triple doubles and everything. And I told this to people in the Mavs, and they thought I was so crazy and looked at me like I was dumb. I said, you know what, man? The Mavericks need to find a way to get the ball out of Luka's hands so he can move around and not have to do so much. Oh, that's crazy. That's ridiculous. Why would you want? He's getting triple doubles. Why would you want to do that? Now we fast forward to a year later, and now all of a sudden all I hear on radio is we got to find a way to get the ball out of Luka's hands. We shouldn't have him doing this much, and this is just
That
getting out of hand. And I'm like,
I,
I just said that a year ago, and y'all thought I was crazy. But now that you see that he's bone dead tired in the fourth quarter when it comes around, now you want to get him off the ball.
you know what you need to do? You need to create a video for yourself on YouTube with all your past clips and fast forward them with future clips and prove that you're the Nostradamus of Dallas Mavericks. That's what you need to
Listen,
do. And then it'll no, seriously, you need to do this. And then once you do that, you will be respected as such. You know what I mean?
I mean, I've got these people respect, but they just don't listen to me. They don't listen sometimes. That's like as my mom used to say, their head is hard. They don't want to listen. I be trying to tell these people. I'm not just saying this just because I'm trying to get some type of views or I need to be a hot take person. I'm telling you, I'm watching this kid dying in the fourth quarter and got no energy and can't shoot because the first 3 or 4 quarters he's having to do everything. Now Coach Kidd comes in and says, well, we want to make it less on Luka so that when the fourth quarter comes around, he's not so tired. And I'm like, thank you. Finally, somebody gets it. It takes a new coach to come in here to get it.
Yeah, I am so sorry. I just keep apologizing because I just feel like you've been through a lot.
Carolina, it's not even better to give up. I got to go through another. I got to go through a summer of drafting. Getting guys out of here, and then I had to go through a summer of going through summer league again. It's about to. My team won't be ready to go for at least another 2 to 3 years before my Mavericks will be right where I need them to be.
And that's I think that's a positive outlook.
Your team. What people don't understand is your team is about to pass us in about a year or two if they keep on
That's
the
what I
path
think.
going. Because
I think you're right.
they're drafting, they've got salary cap money, and they're able to make trades.
Exactly. That's what I think too. The only thing that's the Spurs have a downfall with is attracting elite talent. And Jalen Rose picked that problem out a long time ago. Attracting like big names, elite talent to San Antonio has been their main problem.
Well, see, the thing is, San Antonio, the market's
But
small,
they're
so
good. Their market's small, and I understand why. I know all the reasons why. I just think that, but the plus, even though they can't get strong talent and stuff, they have a great development system that they've been implementing for years because they've never had high draft lottery picks because they've always been in the playoffs. So I think their development is really good. So I agree with you when you say the things that you say because I like it's a rebuild phase and I keep telling myself that and that's what I'm gonna just have to keep telling myself. Even though they lost to the Mavericks who are stagnant in your eyes, they still it was a close game and it's hard for me to defend the Spurs because they're 2-6 right now and 0-2 against the Mavs. And every time I go on air, people always tell me like, "Oh, moral victories don't count" and all this crap.
I don't
But
do consolation prizes.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to defend them, but I see the positivity in that development. So I got to just point it out because it's there.
See, markets like yours and like the Mavericks are going to have to realize is that right now the hottest teams are L.A., Miami, Golden State, maybe we'll go Boston and Brooklyn. Okay, those are
Hmm
the teams that players are trying to get to right now. Okay, if you're not one of
hmm
those teams, the only way you're going to get players here is through the draft, trades, stock of your salary cap, and then last but not least, which the Mavericks keep putting first in priority, free agency. That's the Mavericks'
hmm
problem. They put so much faith in free agency. Okay, every year free agency. Oh, we got all this money. We're gonna go. We're gonna be heavy. We're gonna be. This is Cuban every year. We're gonna be heavy in the free agency this year, and then free agency's over, and I'm getting guys like Reggie Bullock, Sterling Brown, Chandler Parsons, and guys like that. But we're supposed to be heavy and these big time guys that they go after Kyle Lowry's and stuff like that. Where do they end up signing? Miami, LA. LA signed half of the damn NBA last year. And these are guys that oh, we're gonna bring these guys in, and they never sign them. Oh, we got a good question for you right now. And I like this kid right here. I like this kid. I told you when I came to San Antonio. I like what you guys got right here in this kid, Josh Primo. He played up
Well,
there in Alabama.
well, that's one of the reasons why Coach Popovich gets criticized because in the preseason you saw Josh Primo played really, really well, and then when
He's a
you see
baller.
him in you see him in the regular season, he faded out. So that's one of the reasons why Coach Pop and the Spurs team is being criticized because they don't properly play the players who are hot in the rotations that matter. They usually play them in garbage time where they give them a few minutes. Keldon Johnson, when his first season started, he only had like maximum 8 minutes in one of the games, but they were starting him like 2 to 3 minutes garbage time. Same thing with Josh Primo. They're doing the same thing as far as like even if he's hot, they're still not going to put him in because they're going to put favoritism and superiority with getting those minutes in before they put in the person who's doing a great job in the preseason or who's showing that they can be making points and doing a good job. So that's one of the things that people criticize Coach Pop about is that he puts in these rookies and everybody's thinking the rookie's going to get more playing time, but they really don't. But this is actually a step up from what they usually do. They usually have them in the G League for about a year or two before they bring them out on the roster. So the fact that he's even getting a little bit of shine is a step up because he just got drafted. So normally in the past, before they wouldn't make the playoffs, he would have been in the G League right now. He wouldn't even be playing. So I think that's kind of a benefit to him playing right now during their rebuild phase. But that's one of the reasons why Coach Pop is being criticized because of the usage of the rookies, like Devin Vassell, Josh Primo, how they're using them in the rotations and things of that nature.
I think we're on standby here. I just got a text message from at Tovash10 who was looking to hop in here in just a second. I don't know if he wants to speak to you or not, but he said send me the link. So he's getting ready to hop in here in a second. But yeah, like I said, you guys are doing it the right way. You're building through the draft. You're making trades. You're stocking up salary cap. You guys are where I kept saying the Phoenix Suns did it right. You guys are on that. You guys are on your way to doing that right. Not us though. We keep believing in free agency and signing all these free agents that are never going to come to Dallas, and we miss out on everybody. And then we trade draft picks like they don't like they're Skittles. We just give them away. Just put them in the hand. Just give them away.
Right. Oh, well, I mean, we're both depressed, it seems like. It's very
Carolina, could you?
depressing. It's
Oh, wait a
depressing.
minute.
How can we be happy?
Wait, hold on. We got people who are speaking to us right now. Hold on one second here.
No, he's starting
Uh,
because Cuba's paid up 30,000. They signed
I
it. See,
just
that's
said
what he
that.
said earlier. He just
That's
said
what I
that.
said. That's what I just said, Gordon. That's what.
I did.
And
That is. You need to add that to your YouTube video.
and this guy
What we're
Gordon
talking about.
here. Gordon here is a diehard Maverick fans. He sit up in section 320 because it's not a 420 because they don't have a 420 section. That's my guy Gordon. He goes to every Maverick game. Every Maverick game, my guy is there, so he knows. He's big time Maverick guy there. Um, Is this why Dwight Powell starting, bro? Yes, that's why he's starting. He says Kid is just trying to get the players on his side. I think Kid's already got the players on his side. When you look at them, they're all smiling. They're all happy. They're all good to go. But yes, Carolina, thank you for taking the time out to join us again. Unfortunately, we might have to do this again. Is this Rochdale? Okay, I see it. I think he's about to hop on.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. Huh.
we will be we'll have to be seeing each other again. I think if not
I'm
next week,
depressed.
if not next week, is it next week?
What? What
Oh,
is next week?
we play y'all again next Friday. And
Oh, next Friday.
next Friday we will see you again.
Oh, don't even remind me. I don't even want to see y'all.
Well,
So
unfortunately,
let's do our early predictions. Who do you think is gonna win next Friday?
uh Jesus Christ. Okay. Um Next Friday. Well, I think the Spurs get us this time. If we're at home, you guys I'm sorry, you guys are at home. And then again it depends on Porzingis is playing. Who's playing in that game?
Uh-huh. When he coming back?
Supposedly Saturday. Supposedly Saturday.
So then I want to watch y'all on Saturday because I want to see how he does with you guys.
Yeah, well, don't worry, I'll be in the arena over. But real quick before you go, I have something to show everybody. This is
Okay.
what happened. This is what happens when you make promises and you have to keep up with them right here.
Oh my God, that is so embarrassing. Okay, let me tell you the story about this
Tell
real
the
quick. I'm gonna
backstory on
get
this right here. Tell the backstory on this. What do we got here?
okay. So I've never had a tattoo in my life, and basically what had happened was I was having so much fun at the UTSA game, and their motto is "Meet Meet." That's one of their slogans that they say. So basically, I was like having so much fun, and I was like, if the UTSA goes 8-0, because they're already having a record-breaking season, they were 6-0 at the time. I was like, well, if they go 8-0, then I'm gonna get "Meet Meet" tatted on me. Well, they ended up going 8-0, and I had to get the tattoo. My tweet went viral, right? It made the
Yes.
news. It made the news. So I was like, man, I really got to do this now because my credibility is on the line. So
Yep.
then they
Street
ended
cred
up
is hot.
going, yeah, yeah. Then I went 8-0, and they went 8-0. Then I had no choice but to go get the tattoo. I was gonna get it on my rib, because I think the rib tattoos are really really cute. But then the tattoo artist, he's
That
a
would
local
hurt.
boxer. He told me it would hurt. He said he's a local boxer in San Antonio. He convinced me to do it on my foot. I said I think my foot is ugly. I don't think my foot is really cute. And he was like, "Nah, nobody's gonna care. You know, I've seen really ugly feet." I put the thing up. Next thing you know, my San Antonio, the news organization in here, they screenshotted my foot, and it was the cover photo of their news article that was all over the news. So now my ugly foot is the cover of this thing. Like, I do not like the way my feet look. And the angle that he got it at, everybody thinks I wear a size 9.5 or something like that. I've been getting jokes about my foot, how big it is. Everybody thinks it's a man's foot, all these things. It's pretty crazy, but that's just kind of the backstory of this foot. And my foot's all over the news, and it's pretty
It's all over
embarrassing,
social.
but it's
It's all over social media too.
my foot is all over. Oh, and I found out yesterday or today that people in prison are talking about it.
Oh, they want more feet shots, right?
Yeah, so I'm like, now they're talking about it in prison, so now it's all over the place.
Streets is watching, dog. Everybody knows.
Period. I know, crazy. So yeah, that's the story. My ugly foot is all over social media.
That is great. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Look at that. Look at Gordon. Look at Gordon right there giving you a compliment.
Oh, thank you, Gordon. That makes me feel better.
And he's not in section 420 right now. Well, listen. What did Easy E say? All publicity is good publicity.
I know that's right. I'm
So,
just kidding.
you working each other, girl. I'm so happy for you. When I seen it, I
For
said,
my foot being on.
no, it's not about the foot being on it. It's the fact that something like that. First off, you kept your word on it, and
Mhm.
you did something, that people have a connection with you with now.
Well, yeah, that's
You
one of
know,
the reasons why I got the tattoo is because, I wanted to show love to UTSA, but also, a lot of people in this industry, and I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about just people that I've ever come across. They make a lot of promises that they can't keep. So
right?
I kind of wanted to do this as a way to show that, if I say something, if I don't make a lot of promises, but if I do make a promise, I will keep it. And that's kind of the message that I wanted to send with getting this tattoo is that if you say something, even if you don't say, I promise I'll do this, you got to be a person of your word, and your word is your bond. And that's just kind of the whole message I wanted to send with that.
Well, can you tell the people where they can find you in Carolina?
They can find me at Carolina Teague _ on Twitter, on Instagram, and you can find me on social media on the Sports Dime. 9:30 a.m. The Answer from 10 to 11 a.m. We need you back on. We need your energy. Funniest show ever. Top,
Me.
definitely top guest, top guest level type experience. So I loved having you on. Definitely need you back in San Antonio. We need your energy. I don't want to hear about your Mavs though, but yeah, I want your
Oh
energy. So
wow!
you need
Shots
to.
fired! Shots fired! Shots fired at the
But
man.
thanks for
Oh,
having
oh,
me on.
Look here it is. Look at this right here. The streets are wanting to know, when are you coming to D-Town for a game? See,
I need to
we need
go.
to
I have to
listen.
go. I want to
The
meet
la-
you guys. So,
the last game of the season, we play the San Antonio Spurs here in Dallas. The very last game. We need to
so
make
then
this
I need to
happen.
go. I need to
That's
go.
like,
I ain't got.
and that's like March.
That's good. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
That's not bad. I can make it happen. I gotta go out there. Go show y'all some love for sure. Probably see y'all up
Mo,
there. I'm gonna try to get credentialed.
that don't worry about that. We got you. We got you.
Yay!
We
Thanks,
got you.
guys.
You let me know when you're ready. I'll put you in contact with whoever you need to be in contact with to get
Hell
that
yeah!
done.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All
Thanks for
right.
inviting me on. I appreciate it. You have a good evening.
Hopefully we'll see you next Friday.
Don't go to sleep too late. I know Spurs gonna be 0-3 against the Mavs next Friday. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Actually,
playing.
I actually think you might
Bye,
get us this time. I'm actually
guys.
thinking that. All right. Have a good night, Carolina.
Bye.
That was Carolina Teague, and I think that I have the interviews. Let's see. I think we have the interviews ready to go. That's Kid pregame, and that's Kid postgame. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I have the post game interviews ready to go here. Got these things out fast tonight. Let's see. All right, let's get it going. Let's get it going. Okay, share screen. Put the audio up there so y'all can hear it. Dropbox. There we go. All right, let's get to Coach Kidd real quick. Let's see what he had to say.
Yeah, I thought Brunson was great from start to finish. He was great last night, great carryover. Again, we talked about it earlier. He gives us a second ball handler, also a guy who can put the ball in the back.
Huh. Uh-oh.
Basket and is comfortable playing alongside Luca. And so, I think there's a lot of growth in tonight's game, not just from Brunson, but from Luca, understanding that, Brunson was going, so he passed the baton, and Brunson took us home. Well, I think it starts with chemistry and accountability, but trust. Luca trusted JB tonight. He trusts his teammates a lot of nights. It's just there's nights when he's going and he's going to take us home. But tonight was, on a back to back. He trusted JB. JB was going and JB delivered. And it just shows the trust that Luca has. He could easily have asked for the ball down the stretch, but he made sure JB got it and JB delivered. Yeah, my next job will become a doctor, and I will be able to explain better. I know he got hit. Yes, that would be something I'll look to do. Have with my free time. We got a lot of injuries. I don't know. I know he got hit in the nose. I don't know the status, if it's broken or if it's just something that they just were being cautious with. But hopefully tomorrow we'll have a better answer for you. Yeah, well, we're gonna sign up. We'll sign up for med school next.
And Jason, you were short obviously a couple of bigs tonight with Porzingis and Cleveland. It sort of set the stage for Boban. How did you see Boban's contribution and his impact on the game?
Yeah, it was a team effort. You talk about we're down not just bigs, but we lost Reggie there early in the game, and so Boban stepped in, and we had him slated to play tonight, and he delivered. He's delivered every time he's played. We got to find time for him in that rotation, but he was big in that, and everybody's going to look at the points and stuff. But the last play of the game was huge for us to put him on the ball and make the pass as difficult as possible. And you got to win those close games. And he helped for sure tonight on the offensive end and the defensive end. But that last play it was big for us.
What was your assessment overall of how second chance points impacted the game for you?
Well, down the stretch we got a big one, right? DP gets the offensive rebound, finds Brunson, and we capitalized on it. But we're learning how to play small. Unfortunately, with all the injuries, one of the things down the stretch was being able to read everything and keep the ball in front, and then coming up with the defensive rebound, the stops defensively, and then being able to capitalize, getting the offensive rebounds, and putting the ball in the basket was huge for us tonight.
Okay, we'll go to Zoom. Tim Cato, go ahead.
Hey, Jason, you mentioned Boban's involvement on the last play. I wanted to ask two quick things about that. First, I have no clue how this works. Do you plan out late game scenarios like that long before, or was that a spur of the moment decision to sub him in? And second, did you have any flashbacks to a time I believe you threw a pass over Yao Ming in a late game situation that was somewhat similar?
Yeah, that's a great question. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on very fast. So Yao and myself did not come into the picture until you just said that. But that's a great comparison, and that plays a little bit different because it was on the other side of half court. This one was 3/4 court. The thought as the review happened, I think it helped us, help the Spurs organize a play to be able to sub to get Boban in to change the pass pattern that they were going to try to throw. And again, Bobby did a great job of making it go as high as possible to give us a chance to deflect it or intercept it. And the guys that were defending the play did a great job.
Kevin?
Kevin Gray, 105, the fan. Jason, this team tonight, 10 steals on the night. Talk about the defensive effort, especially with active hands and the ability to create deflections and really try to turn defense into offense tonight in some key situations.
Yeah, I think we talked about that this morning. Being able to play with pace, taking our defense and turning it into offense, being able to get steals, deflections, something that we saw yesterday. Being able to play with pace, getting into the offense a little bit quicker, gave us the advantage. And on a back-to-back, sometimes that's hard to do. But I thought the guys looked to, score after we got the steals. A lot of times we'll walk the ball up and find Luka, but I thought today we did a great job of trying to explore early to get into the paint to cause a problem. If it's not at the rim, to find someone in the corner.
And the last one, Jay.
Hey, Coach. Jay Apogee from Nashville Room. From what you've seen of Jalen Brunson in the past, I know you weren't the coach, but he scored 56 points in the last 2 games. Do you see this as kind of a role that he can grow into going forward?
Yeah, Jalen's a basketball player. His background speaks for itself. He's a winner, loves the competition, isn't afraid of the moment, as you can see tonight. I probably messed him up there at the end to tell him to miss the free throw, so I owe him a point. But I think he loves the game, he loves the competition, and I think he can start. Again, you saw here early in the season coming off the bench, he gives us instant energy. And so, he's a true pro. So I think you can use him in both roles. He could make a case, to start. And that's not a bad thing.
All right, that was Coach Kidd there with the post game. We're on standby. We had Tovash in here. So wait. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. At Tovash 10 is joining us right now. What's going on, man? Are you in the streets right
I was in the streets. I'm in my neighborhood right now.
now? What's going on, man?
How we doing, guys?
Listen. I know I said this on Twitter earlier, but you've had me in my feelings all day about that jacket you had on last night. That shit was hot.
All right, so that was the old JJ Barea jacket. I don't know if you remember that.
Okay, well, I've got a hoodie that I found that I'm about to bust you over the head with, and you are gonna love the hell out of this. You're gonna be like, that damn thing is fly. I found it tonight. And, hey, it's gonna be hot.
Okay, so I'm telling you right now, man. Like
I can't wear it. I'll tell you this: I can't wear it in the studio because it's green.
All right, I'm trying to figure out which one it is because like this year, like it's the whole Nike thing.
Yeah.
And then it has like it has Mavs underneath basketball with the Nike on it. But like last night and then this coming Saturday, I'm like the pro shop is lit. The pro shop goes so hard, Mavs fans. I'm telling y'all, get in there right now because the pro shop is amazing. Trust me on that part. It's so much fun in there.
He's not. Did you get a chance to go in there last night?
I went into the one outside.
The one in the little pull up thing outside, in the little pull up bus.
The one in Victory, yeah, the one by Victory Plaza,
right
across from the Hero.
Yes.
So that pro shop has the Dallas Star stuff in there. It has the sweaters, the Stars hockey sweaters, the Stars the polos, but it also has like the Mavericks authentic jerseys in there and everything. And so like I'm telling you, it's a problem that I got right now because man, like before and during the games, if I'm not in my seat, I'm at the pro shop.
Oh, that's where you're hanging out at. That's where all the cool kids are hanging out at.
Yes, the pro shop. The pro shop. It's so expensive.
I know. I think I might have found it. I'm gonna go ahead.
It's called.
This one right here. That one right there.
Oh,
yeah.
Where'd you see that
at? Look at you. Look at you. I saw this tonight on the website. I was like, I'm finna bust him over the head with this one, bro.
That thing fire. Okay, all right. Okay.
I told you.
Okay,
I told you.
I'll see you on Saturday. I'm buying it.
Okay, I don't know if I didn't even see him in the. I'm gonna go outside to see if I find him. Now I'm just gonna order it online on Friday.
How much is it?
It's not a whole lot actually.
Because of my don't forget my discount, but at the same time,
that one is $70. That one is $70.
Okay, so about $50 to $60 for Cowboys employees, aka Legends employees.
Show off.
Yeah.
Show off.
I'm buying it.
Listen, man. You might have to go online because I didn't see these in the stores at all, man. You might have to get this online.
That thing pretty though. It's pretty.
That thing very nice. That thing there, very nice. Listen, man, what happened out there tonight, man? You're a Spurs fan. We just had Caroline on. She sends her bests out to you. What happened out there tonight, man? Because Carolina was like, "Well, you guys won." I'm like, Caroline, I don't do moral victories. Yes, we did win, but in theory, in my mind, we lost.
Okay, so that did feel at first. It felt like a loss because of the way San Antonio gutted it out. The way San Antonio hung around, they took an 11-point lead after the Mavericks were up about 11 or 12 points. But if you look at it, the Mavericks hung around. The Mavericks took care of business despite horrible shooting, despite bad defense. And I think that, and then of course, follow me on Twitter @Tovash10. You will see the damage that I took on Twitter.
Oh no!
Jalen Brunson had a will of a game. He's not JJ Barea. He's not Yogi Ferrell. He's not JJ Redick or even Seth Curry. Jalen Brunson is a different creature, cut from the same mold as those players I just mentioned because of his style of play. What Jalen Brunson does for this team, and I've said it last year and the year before that, and then everybody started biting off of what I said. But you heard it here first.
Where's some radio guys steal your stuff?
Of course they do. Well, I mean, if you're going to take it, just pay me for it. Just like buy me an ice cream sandwich or something. But Jalen Brunson is the Derek Fisher to Luka's Kobe Bryant.
Except Brunson won't be here too much longer.
Well, okay. You say that, but if you think about it, I think that Jalen Brunson complements the Mavericks team just well. He complements Luka Doncic just well. And he takes pressure off of Luka and the Mavericks hold pretty much the whole offensive side.
I want him to start.
Well, he started tonight. He started tonight.
He started the other night. He started in the Miami game too.
Yeah, and I didn't like how that went last night.
Okay.
So it was a back-to-back, y'all. And if you just tuned it in, the Mavericks got routed last night, even though it was just a 15-point loss. I think that was a road game.
Felt worse.
Yeah. It was more like a road game to the Mavs because there were a lot of Heat fans in there, and chanting, "Let's go Heat." They were chanting "Let's go Heat" inside the AC.
And I addressed that last night in the post game show. I'm still a little pissed off about that.
Well, I mean, you can, but as Cowboy fans, don't forget, as Cowboy fans, whenever the Cowboys go on the road, we take over every single stadium. So
That's different. I'm from detail. I can appreciate that, but I can't appreciate Miami fans taking up. They had a whole section over there right behind the Miami Heat bench and was like, "Let's go Heat!" And then not only that, when Jimmy Butler was at the free throw line, they were chanting MVP.
Yeah,
that was disgusting.
Do you know what else? Like the other funny thing about that?
What's that?
So the Mavericks had called a timeout, and then this may be at Chris Arnold. This may be directed towards Chris Arnold or whoever in the Mavericks organization that has. Okay, so this could be Shippy too, but whoever has.
I couldn't find Shippy last night. I don't know if Shippy was there last night. I went over there to the DJ booth. I didn't see him over there.
Well, whoever is controlling the music for the building.
Oh no.
Accidentally played the song that the Miami Heat fans and the Miami Heat players thrive on. That whole city thrives on. The Heat is on. So whenever you play that, the Heat pretty much that's their whole theme song. Like whenever they win, the Heat is on. You know, like that's their song. I don't know who dropped the ball inside the AAC, but that was a song in the AAC. I even stood up, was like, wait, timeout. Why are we playing this song?
Well, we got a real soldier right here, Gordon. He said, glad I was there. I would have gone off. He would have came from section 320 where it's not a 428 and came down there and handled these guys. That was over there screaming this, let's go Heat inside the AAC. You don't do that.
Good job, Gordon, because, I mean, well, don't forget yesterday was a 6 o'clock game. And so, you know, if you think about it, like everybody from Florida, everybody that goes to Heat games are already accustomed to, you know, the early game. So whenever the Mavericks fly to the Eastern Conference or to the Eastern time zone, they got 6 o'clock games. So from Miami to Atlanta to Boston to New Jersey to New York, it's always a 6 o'clock game. And so, like, I mean, I'm not sure if the Mavericks didn't get up for that game because it was an early game. But, I mean, if you look at last night versus tonight, you can tell they were accustomed to playing at their regular time. That means a lot to an NBA player, man. Trust me.
It does. But, okay, so Saturday, you and I both are going to be back in the AAC, and we're going to be taking on the Boston Celtics. Are we looking for a dub in this one? Because I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to get back real quick to something real quick. Jalen Brunson, I haven't waited for him to stay here, and it's going to be something that you're going to like. We would have to get rid of KP. If we got rid of KP, Jalen Brunson can stay here. And I was just talking with Carolina about some theories about that. You know, I said that we could call up Houston and probably see if we could do a John Wall for Kristaps Porzingis, or maybe just ask for Eric Gordon for Porzingis. See if they'll take that. We can call up Orlando. See how they feel about Mo Bamba. If they want to take him, him and Mosley might be good together. KP Mosley, or if all else fails, we can call up OKC and ask them for one of those thousands of draft picks that they got for Kristaps Porzingis. Because I'm going to tell you this: if they're going to trade KP, I want picks back with this trade this time. I don't want players. I want picks back. Okay, we got to get out of this trading for players, getting in free agency. We got to get out of that. Okay, that's not working. We got to get in this draft and draft somebody to put next to him. And while we're doing that, we need to unload Mr. 3 for 33, the White Pal. That's why he's starting, as a matter of fact. Come to find out, I learned that in the Dub City Lounge last night. He's getting paid 3 for 33. That's why he's a starter. We need to unload him. We need to get rid of Dorian Finney-Smith. While all that's going on, we're stocking on salary cap, making trades, and then maybe we can get somebody out of free agency.
Well, don't forget though, with Powell and pretty much the Mavericks, the whole roster, that they're missing a couple of players. All right, so we're talking trades, and I mean Maxi Kleber's not playing tonight.
Nope.
We're talking trades, and I mean KP is not playing tonight. Our guy Kevin Gray from 105.3 The Fan fame, amazing friend of the show. We love him.
He's my broadcast partner for my show, The Clear Path. And I just want to throw this out there. Once again, he has Dallas Mavericks at 50 wins. And I'm trying to get him to come back down to reality of maybe 40 to 45.
Man, they don't even seem like 15 right now. But no.
Damn.
No, but seriously though, like Kevin had put out a tweet about Porzingis being out today. And then I responded to his tweet like 5 games for a back.
Yeah, 5 games for a back doesn't seem right.
That seems suspect for a 22 to 26-year-old player. Like 5 games, you're missing 5 games of the first 11. Like really, like seriously. And I told y'all that I would leave him alone. I would leave him alone, and I would let J Kidd get to him.
So much for that.
Right. Well, I'll still leave him alone, but I'm questioning the number of games that he plays. I don't care about the injuries.
Okay.
Like the injuries now are really not getting to me because I'm just like, I advise leave him alone. He good. He's an NBA player. He's 7 foot. Leave him alone. All right, cool. So that's what I do. But if you're telling me, Mavericks organization, if you're telling me that he has a back and he's sitting out for 5 straight games, it's not 5 off and on. If it was off and on, I'd be like, okay, well, he played Wednesday at least. He set out Monday. He set out Friday. Then he played Saturday. Then he played next Tuesday, but then he set out Thursday. And he set out Saturday again, but then he played on Monday again. Like, if you were doing that, then I'd be like, okay, but 5 straight? But here you are on the sideline in your little Slipknot shirt.
I knew this is where this is going.
And I'm like, bruh, like, why are you getting so upset about Jalen and not getting his foul calls when your ass should be in the game right now? I have major problems with that dude because of that. Like, it's not a good look. It's
not a good look.
It's really not, man. And that's my whole deal. That was my deal last year. And then, of course, even 2019, I was like, man, like, he doesn't really have an issue. He's missing way too many games for these injuries that the team says that he has. Like a foot shouldn't keep you out like that unless it's the Jones fracture and you're an NFL receiver. Or if it's a back, then you should be Steve Nash and Larry Bird hurt, not KP hurt. Like,
right.
It blows my mind the number of games he misses in a row when your team wants you, when your team needs you. Because I promise you, yesterday was a game that the Mavericks needed him.
They needed him yesterday. They really needed him.
Dog, they needed him so bad.
Even if he wasn't having a good scoring game, he could have gave us something defensively that they could have used.
Bro, I mean, because it was so annoying to me watching last night. Tyler Hero just throwing up shots and making every single fucking shot. Or PJ Tucker, bro, the Miami Heat had 4 players scoring over 22 points. Like Butler, Hero, PJ, Kyle Lowry.
The 4 of their starting 5 had double figures, and they all had 20 plus points.
20 plus points, dog. I remember looking up at the scoreboard going, damn, how many dudes out there scoring 22 and up? Like, dog, as a coach and as whatever else, bro, I'm telling you, dog, it's so frustrating watching Luka go to battle, watching Jalen Brunson go to battle, watching Dodo go to battle, and you going, even Bobby. Like, Bobby is giving you KP minutes. Like, Bobby, bro, Bobby is the second best player, maybe the third best player on the Mavericks right now. Kleber is out. KP is out. You
He
got
gave you
Bobby.
17. He gave you 17 tonight. Bobby gave you 17 tonight.
Yeah. Like Bobby, Luka, Jalen Brunson, and Dodo. What are we doing?
Oh, shots
Like,
fired at Hardaway Jr.
bruh, okay. Sorry, Tim. I apologize on that one, Tim. But, like, I mean, think about that. Boban is giving you quality minutes that KP should be giving you. And Boban, his body is not like KP's body, dog. Like, Boban, if Boban is willing to tough it out, act in movies, and then, like, love everybody in a jersey, hug everybody in the stadium, and then go out and give you 17 on 8 of 12 shooting or 8 of 10 shooting, but KP is over here with a back? Come on, man. It's so frustrating because I told y'all that I was going to stop doing that and let KP do his thing. Now, it's so frustrating to me, man. It's already 11 games into the season or 9 games into the season. And then here this dude is missing 5 games already, dog. It's beyond me. I see y'all, Brian, I see you. I see Caleb posting as well. Like, Vosh is so frustrated because now I can't say anything about him because Jason Kidd said everybody stand down and leave him alone so I can get to him. All right, Coach Kidd, but jeez, like somebody help me out because this dude is on the sideline, man, and it's so frustrating, dog.
I mean, you make a compelling argument because I think after tonight, like Mavs fans are just like over it. Like they're like, yeah, that was it. That's it right there. Like they want nothing else to do with it. Like they're like, get this guy out of here. Patrick Creighton even sent me a message saying, man, just trade him for anything at this point.
Man, okay, so all last year I was screaming Bradley Beal, or
that ain't happening.
Like, give me Tiago Splitter, bro. Like,
oh no, Tiago Splitter. I don't even think he's in the league anymore,
bro. At this point, give me Diane Taurasi and give me Sue Bird and give me Becky Hammond, bro. Like, I would take Skylar Diggins over this dude right now.
And you don't even
I don't even like her.
Yeah,
I don't even like the girl.
All right,
but like, I mean,
So what about this? I seen his name. I seen him in the free agency pool. What about Boogie?
Okay, so anybody but Boogie because I mean Boogie. Okay, so I would take KP over Boogie because of age. I don't think Boogie can give you anything right now. Like his body is failing him more than what KP's body is failing him. And then that's a problem to me because like Boogie is more seasoned, but he's bigger. His game is built more for. Okay, so Boogie basically NFL wise, right? Mm-hmm. Boogie is more like Derrick Henry, and like KP is more like your scat back type running back who always stays hurt. You know,
I was not hurt. I was going to say not stay hurt. We said scat back. I was say, like Tony Pollard, but Tony Pollard doesn't stay hurt.
Yeah, he stays on the field, which is a good thing. It's sad. It's sad to see it, and then like I know that he notices everybody coming for his head. It's only going to get worse, especially if the Mavericks got to keep winning games like tonight.
He's back with the Warriors. He ain't coming here either. He said Iggy.
Okay, so I see you, Gordon.
He's back with Golden State.
Iggy will probably like stay on the court more. Yeah. I think he will make a few less shots than KP. KP will give you some shots. He will give you some shots. But then all of a sudden he's missing 3 games straight.
Yeah,
that's where I got a problem with it. A back, a foot, a shoulder, a knee. That's his game. It's so frustrating.
But I've told you guys in the studio before, when you start having knee and foot problems, you're just a ticking time bomb away, especially at 7'2". Your career is almost over with at that point. With
KP, somebody got to tell me something because now we're talking about career-wise. Now we're talking about now he's your number 2 highest paid player. He was your first for a long ass time. But now he's your number 2 highest paid player because Luka just got paid.
Right.
But I mean, this dude's making north of $150 million. So now, like the whole pocket people, the whole pocket watchers, and people that that count money, like these dudes are now looking at this dude because now KP is in the club with the owner. Let's not forget that.
Well, see, this is the thing. That's funny you bring it up. See, I don't know if people understand this. I've mentioned this before. You gotta understand why Mark isn't giving up on KP yet. KP is the second player that Mark Cuban has ever given a max contract to. First it was Dirk Nowitzki, now it's Kristaps Porzingis. So you know how his attitude is. Oh, I'm gonna show you. He thinks everybody on his team is underrated except Luka. He thinks everybody on the roster is underrated. He thinks Maxi Kleber's underrated. He thinks Dodo's underrated. He thinks everybody he signs is underrated. He thinks, well, I got these guys. You don't understand. I got them and polished them off. You just wait and see. I'm gonna put them on the court and they'll be fine. Reggie Bullock is another guy who he thinks is underrated.
Well, if Bullock can play, okay. So I just figured out that Bullock.
Oh yeah,
doing a bit. Bullock is doing a bit with his name. You ready? Are you ready for this?
Well, we got that cleared up. With Mark Followill got that cleared up for us the day we had the press conference.
What did he say?
He said, "Well, how does your name pronounce? Is it Bullock or Bullock? How would you like to pronounce?" And he said, "I'm glad you asked me that. It's Bullock."
Do you know why he's doing that?
Why?
He's a defender guy, like he's a whole defensive guy.
Right.
Okay, so he's under that whole impression or that whole impersonation. It's a bit. It's a total bit, but he's doing the bit of lock because I defend.
Bullock. Okay, I get it.
Right. Nobody on the history of Earth has looked at that name and go Bullock, bro. Seriously. So he's on the bus. He's on the airplane going, I'm locking up dude. Just call me Bullock. Just call me Bullock. You know what I'm saying? So like he's doing the whole bit, bro. It's Bullock. I know that. The minister knows that. The secretary at the high school knows that. Everybody knows it's Bullock, bro. Like, chill. But okay, so with him, and then with Sterling Brown, and then the big man,
he's done nothing. Moses.
Yeah. So I see promise in those guys coming for the next like few games. I think Jason Kidd's doing a real good deal, doing a real good thing with at least putting those guys on the court.
He don't play Moses too much.
Yeah, but he will. Watch him.
Later on down the line, he will.
Yeah, but you know what? Bobby is giving you quality minutes. So why not keep him on the court? He's doing an awesome job. He's playing Rick Carlisle basketball. He's backing dudes in, little dudes, turning over him and shooting over him.
Right.
KP can't give you that. KP can't do that. I'm sorry. Kristaps Porzingis cannot do that.
Well, he's too busy dribbling between his legs and pulling up.
Right. So, Jason Kidd, you're on notice now. You said give him time. You said give him time, Jason Kidd, Coach Kidd. And so, what you need to start doing now is giving God Sham God a crack at him, because now he has to work on his ball handling. His ball handling is not good.
Okay, so this is going to be more of an indictment against. I wonder if Coach Kidd is playing this up because Mark wants Kristaps Porzingis here. Because anytime we've had a press conference, Mark is quick to jump up. Like when they were introducing Nico and Coach Kidd and we were there, he jumps up and, hey, I just want you guys to know, you guys are giving KP a whole lot of unfair criticism. He did everything we asked him to. KP is fine. Like he basically trying to say, like, you guys are picking on him for no reason. Yeah. He didn't do anything wrong. He's playing the way he played because we asked him to play that way.
Okay, so that's Cuban's bit, by the way. Like he's taking the heat off of Kristaps, which is cool.
Because he gave him a max contract.
Yeah. So he's taking the heat off of him and basically, like taking the blows for him and then allowing Kristaps to flourish and be him. So, like, whenever there's a game that Kristaps plays in, and he better hear him and come back soon. He better play Saturday.
They say
because
Coach Kidd said he's supposed in the free. He said he's supposed to play on Saturday.
Yeah, because like today's Wednesday. I mean, you got 2.5 days, like, to get on the court on Saturday.
That's a week.
Here home.
So if we basically had a week of him not playing.
A week. I mean, five whole basketball games. That's a lot. And then, like, for one, that's a lot of money that, like, a season ticket holder is actually paying to see this dude. Like Luka should be starting to get frustrated with this dude because now he has to work with Hardaway, Brunson,
two small guys.
Yeah, and then my guy, 10, number 10, and Dodo, and so like that's it because then after that it's slim pickings.
It is.
Trey Burke don't even want to get the damn vaccine.
Right.
So
we got Frankie Nuggets. So we got Frankie Nuggets out there coming in and launching shots out there.
Yeah. So like Nita Keela, I mean
another small guy.
Yeah, like it really is slim pickings, man. And like it's so frustrating. And if I'm Luka, I'm looking at Mark going, bro, like what are you doing, Mark? Like seriously, Mark, because LeBron got help, Steph got help, all these other teams got help, bro. What are you doing for me? I'm Luka. Help me out.
And it's another thing, first some people like they're against Coach Kidd. I'm like, dude, what's Coach Kidd supposed to do when he looks down the bench and it's like, okay, they have Bam and Dedmon on the floor. Dwight Powell. Stop. Cauley Stein, you come in. And then Cauley Stein gets on the court and he acts like he don't want to play basketball.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So the Miami Heat aside, because I think that they have the best record in the NBA right now.
I think so.
So we must temperament that.
It was Golden State at one point.
And then Golden State's in action tonight. And I'm about to go in the house and watch the rest of them. Yeah. But do you remember us talking about the Western Conference and me saying, hey, man, you got to keep up. You got to keep pace with what everybody else is doing. So the Mavericks right now are 5-3, I want to say. They're 5-3 and are coming to a game on Saturday that they should be winning.
The Heat have the best record in the East. The Jazz have the best. Them and the Heat have the same record. They're both 6-1, and then right behind them is the Golden State Warriors at 5-1.
So you got the Heat, the Jazz, and the Cowboys all at 6-1, and then.
So then in the Western Conference. You got the Jazz, Warriors, and Mavericks. The Mavericks are ranked number 3 right now, and they're tied with the Grizzlies at 5-3. Oh, and the Lakers too. It's a 3-way tie.
All right, and then I think that's where Coach Kidd falls in line with not playing Porzingis. Think about it. So what he's doing is he's going, all right, cool. We're still 3rd in the West. All right, bet you ain't gotta play today. It's almost like what the Cowboys did with Dak.
With Dak.
Yeah. So in the coach's sense, I get it. You want to save him. You want to preserve him. You basically make him a whole mummy. So like, all right, cool. But on Saturday, you gotta go out and get that win.
That's why I think that's why he made it known, like emphatically, like, no, we expect him to play on Saturday.
All right, so
I had, but I had your theory too. I was starting to say, what if Coach Kidd is holding him out? Because I was like, that doesn't sound right for him to be missing 5 games. And you look at the schedule, but for even them taking Miami hit, it's like, But he even said yesterday when they lost, he was like, I mean, Miami's like the best team in the NBA. So I mean, I'm not shocked that we lost to them. Like they're the best. They're one of the best teams in the NBA. So that's what I'm saying. So it could be a situation where he said where he looked at the schedule and was like, what, Kings?
Schedule loss. Yeah, schedule loss, schedule win, schedule loss, schedule win.
Right. Yeah,
Like,
and I've told you, and I told you sometimes he plays a little chess with the game. Like even when you watch the game, like the way he coaches, like he's telling these guys like just stay close, keep doing what you're
yeah,
doing. In the fourth quarter, I'm gonna put Luke out there and he gonna go get it for us in the fourth quarter. Like just everybody just stay patient, continue what you're doing. Like, and I say that because you'll watch them getting run off the floor by like the Spurs or something, and they're like, okay, just keep doing what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, and then they make these miraculous comebacks. You're like, okay, they're listening to Coach Kidd say, just don't deviate from the plan. Keep doing what you're doing. I promise you, those guys ain't gonna keep shooting like that in another 20 or 30 minutes. Just keep doing what you're doing. We got them.
what? Okay, so just to address the message real quick from Brian, he goes, this past week could cost us, three to four seeds at the end of the season. I'm not going to say that right now because it's way too early to determine a seed on how these dudes are doing.
Right.
And then also like like injuries, keep players out. How the main teams will adjust to winning, or how the main teams will adjust to losing. Look at the Lakers; they've been losing. Look at the Warriors; they've been winning, but Clay's coming back. So when Clay comes back, then you got to worry about how they would mesh with him, because right now, Draymond Green looks okay as a Steph a complimentary player.
He's bought
And
in.
then and then when you look at Denver, how Joker is doing, and then of course all those other teams, it's so early to actually determine seeding that I'm not really worried about that. What I
Like the
am
Nuggets,
worried about,
the Nuggets and the Sun, like the Nuggets are like they're 4-4. The Suns are 3-3. The Clippers are 3-4. Those three teams are coming up. We'll be up in like the 2, 3, and 4 spot before the season's over with.
yeah, and then just by being 5-3 says a lot. Like Luka is a top 5 player in the game. He can help carry that load without your number 2 player even playing. And so that's the part where like J Kidd can actually play with house money, so to speak, because now he goes, all right, I see what's out there. I see the landscape of the Western Conference. KP really don't got to play. I'm sorry, Mavs fans, but he really don't got to play. And then Mavs fans like myself going, man, no, put that dude out there because Luka needs help. But it's so early. And then like with KP, treat him with kid gloves, make sure, make sure he doesn't get damaged anymore. And then he can give you stuff when you really, really need it. Even though Miami came in here yesterday, embarrassed the hell out of you. You really
I mean, you only lost by 15.
Yeah, it's still too early. It's still too early for you to go, oh, the sky's falling. And then, I mean, like it tells Vosh and those overreactive type fans, those KP, those KP people are going, yo, we're really okay without him. If you can buy time and get these W's like tonight, then you're fine. If you can beat the teams that you're supposed to beat, then you're fine. It's when you go up against the Celtics coming up on Saturday. It's like, wait a minute, timeout. I get it. Eastern Conference foe, right? But we must be able to beat them. That's a real good team. They got 2, maybe even 3 to 4 players that can ball out, from Hayward to Brown to Tatum to Smart. And you're like,
Right.
well, they're going to bring their fans. It's a Saturday game. It's going to be fun. The atmosphere is going to be amazing. We must win that game. We got to have number 6 to compliment Luka. And I mean, it really is one of those show me type games because the Mavericks must make a statement for that game.
So the only two games you probably really needed him in was the Nuggets game and the Heat game. Other than that, he played the Rockets game, I think. Since the Rockets game, which was the season opener, he missed the Spurs, they won. He missed the Kings, they won, and he missed the Spurs again tonight, and they won. And only two of the other games, the Nuggets and the Heat, they lost. So I could pick up what you're putting there. I could smell what you and Coach Kidd are cooking on that. Maybe he didn't need to play right now.
I mean, if you want to Dak Prescott him, that's fine. The 5 games do bother me. Even if you go, hey KP, at least dress tonight. I probably won't put you in the game that much, but if I do, then maybe 17 minutes, maybe 20 minutes. This Saturday. Saturday's gonna be the same thing because then they're gonna put him in, and then maybe it's gonna be 12 minutes, 17 minutes, 14 minutes, 18 minutes, 27 minutes out of 48.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the Mavericks fans don't have a problem with that because you could have done that yesterday or even today. Your stud is going hard. Your stud is giving you 30 minutes a night. and that's the frustrating part. It's because your stud just got paid, right? But you want your stud. Okay, so you don't want your stud to, like, in 24 years, when your stud is 43 years old, when he's 55 years old, calling out KP and going, yeah, KP had a little back issue, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Like what Jordan did to Pippen on The Last Dance. So now, so like now you got Jordan calling out Pippen and Pippen calling out Jordan, and you thought that was the best tandem of all time when it came to sports and friendships or whatever. So
found out they hate each other.
Yeah, like that. And I'm like, dog, stop fighting. So what you need is that other player to go, hey, you know what? I feel like putting them on now. I don't want my coach caping for me anymore. I don't want my other teammates looking at me all crazy because they think I'm a bitch or whatever.
Right.
And so I got my little haircut. I'm in the club with the owner. I'm doing the same shit that like Chandler Parsons did with Mark Cuban. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting there, I'm going, KP, we need you in uniform just so those other 13 to 14 dudes can fuck with you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. I get what you're saying.
Like it trips me out because it's more of a teammates thing and a fans thing versus, bruh, you got a back. I don't know how long you're gonna be with this back. Okay, so the Mavericks and the Maverick media, it's not the fans, it's the Mavericks media. I heard Ben Rodgers today. I heard Mike Bassick. I heard Skin. I heard all these people talk about how good KC is with injuries. We're talking about a back here. It's not a knee. It's not a foot. It's not a brain or a heart. We're talking about a back, okay? It's real easy to fix a back, all right? If you shut that person down for the next month and a half, or you say, man, you know what? He got an injection last week. He's just sitting out 10 days. His back will be fine. He's going to play Saturday against whoever, all right? But it's not that. It's like Jason Kidd going, hey, y'all, sir, hey, America, hey, Mavericks fans, hey, MFFLers, we're going to just sit KP and not really tell y'all the truth. Now, if he doesn't play on Saturday, I promise you, I'm going to ask the question, what the hell is wrong with KP? Because it's not just the back. You don't sit a dude for 6 straight games.
Not for a back. Yeah, I definitely agree.
Right.
Can you tell people where they can find you at?
I mean, well, right now I'm in my driveway. No. At Tovash10 on Twitter. We have fun there. At Tovash Hatcher on Instagram. Real quick, I do want to address the Howard situation.
Howard, what
Our
happened there?
our HBCUs need to take care of themselves. My
Oh,
daughter
okay.
goes to Howard right now,
Right.
and what's going on up there is living conditions for the students in the dorms. So the kids didn't go to school in 2020. That university gets more money from celebrities than I've ever seen. What they need
So
to
they
do is
so
address
they pocketed the money and didn't upgrade anything while the kids were out of school.
zero upgrades. We're seeing rats. We're seeing roaches. We're seeing mold being, behind the walls and everything else. I need the Howard, the Foremans, and whoever runs the institution, and Kevin Hart and Felicia Richard and Nick Cannon, and whoever else went to Howard. I need y'all to stand up and go, hey, enough is enough. Take care of these damn kids, man, because they're the future. But no, I need everybody to focus on that part and how gorgeous Doja Cat is. At Tobias10 on Twitter, Tobias Hatcher on Instagram, and man, I heard just having fun, bro.
As of right now, we'll be in the studio tomorrow for a bFb show. Look forward to that. But also apparently they can catch you at the AAC on Saturday. Is that what I'm on?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be there Saturday. This coming Saturday, God willing. It's against Boston, so that should be fun.
Now I'll be upstairs, but you'll be downstairs, probably somewhere in the Jack Daniels area around there somewhere, right?
So like I mean, bro, I don't know where I'll be.
Yeah,
because
we'll just leave it like this.
And stuff.
He'll be in the arena. Just know that he'll be in the damn arena.
Yo, so last night, did you see Tay Money?
Yeah, I kept asking who that was, who that is.
That was okay. So that was Tay Money, like DFW's finest, like Tay Money, the rapper chick, Tay Money, bro.
Hey, we just
totally amazing.
We just got a new subscriber. Shout out to Luna Wilson for subscribing to the YouTube channel.
All right, so we appreciate that, Luna, and then also on right here on the message, our guy Jarvis, my guy. To be honest, most of the HBCUs are in bad shape like that, which I have a problem with. So if we're gonna be like promoting these HBCUs and all this other stuff, then we need to take care of our HBCU schools, man. HBCU dorms. The living conditions, the teams, the classrooms, the buildings, because most of these campuses are old, like 1800s type old. So we got to take care of them.
Well, there we go. So, hey, thank you for joining me tonight, Vosh. Hopefully we can do this again on Saturday with the Celtics post game show. But yeah, hopefully we can see you tomorrow night, as you say, Lord willing. And
I'll be. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You'll be.
Well, I'll be in studio tomorrow.
Okay.
So tomorrow's Thursday, and then of course I'll be at the AZ with you.
And what about Sunday? Where are you going to be? Somewhere special on Sunday?
I'll be at that big white building in Arlington with the big letters on it across from the Walmart and the Discount Tire, with about 105 screaming fans. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that thing will be fun too, because in another sport, that said team is looking to go 7-1 against a Broncos team that could be.
Hey, there's Luna right there.
Okay.
No, it's Luna. Yeah, there he is. Yeah.
Luna. Okay, so he say #Go Mavs. We're off to a shaky start this season. Right now it's not really shaky at 5-3 and 3rd or 4th in the West. Temper it, cool it a little bit, and then we'll see what they can do on Saturday against Boston.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, so for me and Vosh, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.
Be good.